Hi everybody, I'm excited to share that I will be getting started on my 100 Days of Valorant challenge. This will be a self-improvement challenge where I practice Valorant every single day for 100 days straight to see how good I can get. My main goal is to see how many ranks I can actually improve in 100 days. You see plenty of places like, oh, here's how to rank up, here's how to go. This is going to be a challenge where I try to figure out how many ranks I can actually gain in just 100 days. So for people who might not be familiar with the 100 Days Challenge, it is popularized by in coding. People learning to be software developers and software engineers will spend 100 days practicing something and tweet about it to keep people up to date on their status and kind of help themselves accountable. This way that you can constantly improve and constantly push yourself to do the practice every day. One thing that data has consistently shown and been studied and proven is that it is better to practice a little bit, or at least more efficient to practice a little bit every day consistently than it is to put in 12 hours in one day. So for example, if you want to try to be more efficient with your time, doing 30 minutes of practice of Aim Trainer would be more efficient than doing 10 hours in one day, as long as you're doing that 30 minutes every single day. So now that we've kind of gone over why you would want to do 100 days of challenge, what are the specific rules that I will personally be following in my 100 days challenge? So I've been thinking about this quite a bit, and for me, for my 100 days of Valorant practice training, I'm going to be doing 30 minutes of daily practice. This will mostly be aim training, putting time in the shooting range, consistent mechanics tracking. I will also be playing one ranked game a day, mostly to keep track of my progress and see how I'm doing. This also gives me an excellent place for VOD reviews and games and to figure out what I will be working on. And obviously, doesn't matter how much you practice, you're still going to have to put it into a game and actually play it. I will be tweeting out an update every single day, letting people know how I am doing and how it is going. And I will be sharing something that I learned twice a week or so. I find that it's really important when I'm learning a new skill is to let other people know. Like if you don't know something, you can't teach it, kind of for example. To dive a little bit more into what I will be doing during this, some things that I know that I want to work on is my mechanics. Just grinding mechanics, being strong in your aim, your movement is super important. And having that mechanical baseline to work on and to go from is super important in any game. Valorant is no exception. For what I will be doing on, say, like a day-to-day basis, I'll be using the shooting range. I will be doing deathmatch aim practices. I will be playing ranked games, like I mentioned earlier. But when I'm doing a ranked game, I will probably try to be focused on one single thing, kind of to isolate it a little bit and work on it specifically over one day or a couple days. These could be anything from crosshair placements, how to peek, defensive setups if you're playing like a Killjoy or something, and then like how to get good utility value out of your utility and things like that. I will also be doing a VOD review of every single ranked game that I play. I always find that this helps me a ton in rapid improvement. You just have to review yourself and see what's going wrong. It's too hard in the game to figure out what you're doing wrong, and it's not always as simple as you just lost the aim duel. I will also probably be doing a lot of things that I call passive activities. So there's different things that are active, like training mechanics, doing drills, playing games. Those are active activities. There's also passive activities, which can help maybe more your game sense and knowledge of the game. Things like these can be watching streams, watching the VCT, which is currently happening, looking up setups, watching instructional YouTube content, and things like that. I will also, along the way, probably end up sharing what I learn. I think it's always important. There's a old saying, you don't really know something until you can teach it, and until you can teach it well, really. So I'll try to find somebody and I'll try to share with them what I have learned for this week and help them figure it out. There's kind of a concept that some people follow where it's if you want people above you who are better than you to show you what you're doing wrong. You want people about your skill level to practice with and play with, and then you want people below you who you can pass on your knowledge to, and that is one of the keys to improving rapidly. Along that same vein, I may possibly look into getting a coach, at least meeting once a week, seeing what he thinks I should work on, he or she thinks I should be working on, and going from there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for listening to this video. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe. Also, if you're interested in following along and seeing just how good we can get in Valorant in 100 days, drop me a follow on Twitter. I am Mulligan on Twitter and Mulligan on YouTube. Thanks.